Hello everybody, you're watching 100 Days of Making Comics and I am C.B Smallwood. Now for those that don't know, this challenge is for 100 days and every single day for at least 30 minutes give or take. I'll be writing, drawing, coloring, inking, lettering. I'll be doing something to further my goals to becoming a comic book artist and beef up my portfolio, get better as an artist, and hopefully in the process make my own comic book. By the end of 100 days, but we'll wait and see on that. That's kind of a big task. So here's my sketchbook that I showed in the last episode, and I want to remind everybody that I do have a interesting thing going on right now where, whoosh, dropped the camera, no doubt about it, where I want to sketch you. Let me sketch you. I'm trying to up my art skills, break the kind of monotony of things with my channel and get a little bit more interactive. And also I want to kind of give back to all of you that have taken the time to watch my channel and comment and like and upvote and follow and all that good stuff. So if you want to see me draw you, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Share a link to a photo of yourself that you want me to sketch, and I'll get to it, okay? So, let me zoom back out here. Boom, boom, boom. So here's my sketchbook. Now, before I go any further, some of you might be going like, well, what about your comic? What's the progress on your comic? Well, again, I showed this last episode. That's pretty much where I'm at. I haven't done anything more than that. And the reason is, I've been a little bit busy, and I'm going to set aside some time here soon to really double down on my comic book pages to really start knocking them out. I've been experimenting with digital colors and lettering and all these different things to see what all I can do myself to make my comic book go from something in my head to an actual physical thing in my hands, And the more people I have to pay to be a letterer and a colorist and stuff like that, the more it prolongs when the comic book actually comes out. So anyway, let's get to the sketchbook. This is a really nice sketchbook. I like it. The only thing I don't like is the paper is a little sensitive to drawing on it. I feel like it wants to kind of, oddly enough, even though it's just lead pencil, wants to bleed through to the next page. So I kind of don't like that. I wish the paper was a little thicker. But the pages feel real nice to my hands for some reason. So here's some of the sketches I've done, so far. Sketching people. I eventually will morph this into sketching ideas, and concepts and little stories. Let's see here. Hopefully you can see that. And now this isn't original. I mean, I did it my own way, but it's not original. I saw this on DeviantArt. Somebody did something of a girl in a tiger's mouth, and I liked it, and I'm trying to learn, All right, so here's where I'm at today in the sketching challenge that I've challenged myself, or whatever you want to call it. Adam Static is the first person, numero uno, who has sent me a picture of himself to get sketched, and so I'll probably end up making his picture there a thumbnail for my video. And yeah, I really appreciate it, Adam Static, for you taking the time to comment and view my channel, my videos, or whatever, and also for sending me that photo for me to sketch. Hopefully you like it. I enjoy drawing it. It's like you've got a really good profile. Look at that neck muscle going down there. It's killer. I like that. You have killer neck muscles, sir. they're like the type of neck muscles that Thor would be envious of, the god of thunder. So, with that in mind, let me put this over top here so I don't damage the underlying drawing there. I might sketch on this just a little bit, not too much, and just kind of chit chat with you all, and we'll go from there. Well, now this video is going to be like a day late. Like my videos here lately is like if you're watching this video, I made this video yesterday as of the posting date, you know, if that makes sense. Sometimes I just, you know, try to get things lined up so I can get them knocked out and that stuff like that. And I am drawing every day, you know, as part of the challenge. I really like this tiger concept, you know, of the mouth open, and it's almost like it's trying to devour this girl. I think it's a pretty cool concept, and I'll try to play around with this more to make it more original, something that you know, came more from my own head as opposed to looking at somebody's deviant art channel, you know. But I'm trying to get in the habit of actually looking at deviant art profiles, channels, whatever you want to call it, because there's a lot of people that have a lot of creative and nifty ideas. And there for the longest time, you know, I felt like my ideas needed to come, you know, spontaneously and all this other stuff. And but I'm not explaining myself well, but I guess what I'm trying to say is the problem is, you know, how can you be super creative without the experience and the discipline to back it, you know? Sometimes you have to copy and learn from the greats through imitation before you can deviate and kind of do more of your own thing. And so that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I need to study more people who have got it figured out, so I can eventually, you know, grow into more of an artist of my own. For example, I don't have it pulled up on my laptop, but this is pretty much the exact same pose, the mouth kind of like deal that the artist on DeviantArt did. The face is different, the hair is a little bit different, and somewhat of the body is a little bit different here and there. The way I render things is different from how that artist did it. He did more of a straight up anime type thing. Even though there is an anime thing to what I'm doing here, I think you can tell the differences, or at least I assume so. I don't know. I might have failed in that regard. So anyway, it's kind of where I'm at. You know, I believe that if you get stuck in a rut creatively and stuff like that, it's important to like look at other people that are doing awesome stuff creatively and, you know, just copy them. You know, as long as you're not claiming their work as your own and outright ripping them off, that sort of thing. I mean, it's a tricky area. But as long as you're not like trying to make money off something that somebody else has done, then, you know, more power to you, because you got to learn. Like Joe Kubert is a big advocate of tracing paper, tracing to learn. The infamous Neil Adams, He's all about photo reference, which a lot of artists are, you know. And, you know, some people have in their head that these are naughty things. Tracing paper, photo reference, all this other stuff. Like it's like taboo, naughty stuff. Not all artists, but there are some artists that kind of view that as the case. And that's a shame, because these are just tools. At some point, you can get as good as a Joe Kubert to where you can just draw stuff from memory, and then you can get as good as a Sam Keith or a Jack Kirby, and you can break the rules because you understand what the rules are and how you can bend them. You can break those rules of anatomy and perspective and storytelling and stuff like that, and nobody will notice, and it'll actually be a lot more funner. It'll be a lot more interesting and visually appealing, you know. And you know, on this drawing, I just want to say that I probably did a big no-no, but I wanted to do it anyway, where I'm shading in the area. I really needed to do that last, but I just want to look at it. You know, I feel like it makes the drawing pop more and stuff like that, and I'm avoiding doing any more finer details and until I see the deviant art person's reference that they did, so that I can get a better idea how I can do the rendering of the teeth and the gums and stuff like that. I mean, I can do it on my own from this point on, but like the point of me looking at that person's art was to learn from them. You know, not just me do what I usually do, because if I rely on what I usually do, then there's only so far I can grow, you know. So it's all about growth. Anyway, folks, let me wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed what I've got so far. Let's go to Atom Static here. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you want to get yourself sketched, remember please to comment down below and you know, share with me a link, a photo or whatever of yourself that you want sketched. It might be possible if you don't have any available, like if you make videos or something, I might be able to take a still from one of your videos and go about it that way. But anyway, don't forget to give a good upvote, a like, so my videos are more likely to get seen. Also, don't forget to follow and subscribe if you want to keep up to date to what all my new videos that are coming out. As always, you've been watching 100 Days of Making Comics. This is C.B. Smallwood, and I will catch you in the next video.